with French butter croissants. Yes, this is layer upon layer of pastry with all that wonderful French butter in it. These are actually made in France, and I'm not kidding you. This also, you get 18 of these. These are what we call the classic size. They're not the huge ones and they're not the little ones. They're right smack dab down the middle. It's what we all started with around here at QVC. We only have about 1,500 of these sets to go around, and these, you get 18 of these for $69 or 3 payments of $23. We do also offer them on auto delivery, so you could get them delivered right now or then every 60 days if you wanted to, up to a year. Jennifer Kovich is joining me, and this is another one of those items that you can have for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, or for dessert, or anywhere in between. Jennifer, welcome. So good to see you again.
Good to see you too. And you know, this is that quintessential item when you really want to impress your honey, say for Valentine's Day right around the corner. This is the item that you want to wake him or her up with. That sweet, creamy French butter that's layered in between 66 layers of that whisper thin puff pastry. This is not a kind of like French pastry. This is a real French pastry made in France, prepared, ready to go, and shipped directly to your door frozen. So then that way you get to bake it fresh every single time that you want it. It is not already baked. It is not already pre-packaged. So it's not going to be stale or anything. Look at how exceptional that is. But more importantly, when we talk about that baking method, it's so simple. You do not have to prep with the thawing or any of that proofing. It does all of that in the oven. Bake at 350 degrees on parchment paper from frozen. Period. The end. It is so good. Just do not open your oven door, because after about, because it's that classic size, about 22 to 24 minutes, they'll puff up beautifully, just as you see here, golden brown consistency. And they will be so flavorful, but more importantly, fresh and warm and buttery.
And if you open the oven door too soon, they will fall flat. So that's why you can't do that. But also better for them to go a little longer and get a little crispier on the exterior. You don't have to worry about, they will still be as buttery and flavorful and just layered on the inside. But they hold their shape better the more crispy they are on the outside. The best part about these, we now have fewer than 1,200 sets to go around. And I know a lot of you maybe ate these over the holidays. You had them in your freezer like I did. We ate them, we served them for the holidays, so now it's time to replenish. And the best part about this is you can take out 1 or 2 or 6 or 10. You can take out however many you want at one time. And so the key here is that they are individual. I wondered if we had a package of how they come.
Actually, we have them right here. This is how they'll arrive, individually frozen. So once we go ahead and prepare them, they will arrive flat. Because you might be thinking, how am I going to have the real estate in my freezer for that? You don't have to worry about it, because they do come flat packed just like this. But this is how they puff and rise beautifully, golden brown consistency. So they're nice and crispy on the outside, but like a whisper crisp, and flaky on the inside. Again, every single layer, 66 layers. And imagine you have puff pastry butter, and over and over and over with all the folds and the tender loving care. And if you've ever worked with puff pastry on a level like this, you know how difficult it is to get it right. So that's what I love about, you know, going to the place. You know, when you want lobster, you go to Maine. When you want a croissant or real pastry, you go to France.
And the other thing is that this is made with French butter and French cream. And some people say, well, big deal, what's the difference? It's all in what those cows eat over there.
Absolutely.
And it just has a sweeter grass. And by them eating sweeter grass, etc., you get a sweeter cream and a sweeter butter.
That's right. And we go right to Brittany, France, which if you've ever been fortunate enough to go to France, that is where all of the dairy comes from. And that's what we're very proud of, is not only you're getting a century-old recipe, but it's also the method. It's also the ingredients, the French flour, butter, water. And here's what I love too, is that this really is perfect for breakfast,
Yeah,
lunch,
definitely.
dinner, dessert, just because you want to treat yourself with a nice cup of hot tea, maybe a cappuccino. If you have an espresso, start your day that way. Making a chicken salad or a an egg salad sandwich.
Yeah, I was
Love
saying
it.
when I have like a bridal shower, a baby shower, or something like that at my house, I'm known for serving chicken salad croissants.
Yes.
People go crazy for them. I use these croissants. I use the chicken salad that's actually from one of the stores around here, and it's always so yummy. I like when somebody has a family member that passes away and I want to take them food, I take them chicken salad croissants, things like that. But I will tell you too, though, to see that as a dessert filled with cream and chocolate and all that, or just to open them up when they're straight out of the oven. They're so hot you don't even want to touch them, but you want to eat them.
Yeah.
That's how good they are. You put the butter on it, it melts immediately. That's the beauty of making these and baking these yourself. And it's as easy as putting them on a piece of parchment paper, on a cookie sheet, put them in the oven, set it, preheat it to 350, put them in the oven when it's at 350, and like at 25, 30 minutes, open that door, take them out, you're ready to go.
That's right. I mean, all you need is that parchment paper. This is the quintessential gift to give. This, can you imagine as a gift recipient, when you were to say to them, I ordered these, they're shipped directly from France to your door. I thought you might want something a little extra special. I care for you. Thank you so much for all that you've done, or whatever your reason is. But giving the gift of an authentic pastry from France, I mean, how often can you really say that? And all of those spectacular layers, and as Mary Beth breaks that open, you can see that incredible pull, you can see the flakiness, the butteriness, and it is perfect at only 18 at that classic size. It's the perfect amount.
Go ahead, get them. This is a new configuration we're offering today. $69 for 18 of these. We have fewer than 1,000 of these to go around. And Jen will be back in just a little bit with some Germac, and everybody's loving this already.